Sorry, excuse me, greetings. Uh, so this now, because of a lot of harassment here, and I don't think this is from an ex-Muslim. You see, thinking what the Muslim women have to go through, wife beating, daughter beating, to teach manners, violence. So as a ex-Muslim with Muslim men, and in a country, Islamic country, Muslim country, not only can they behead me or slay me, harass me in different ways, using men, even I think they can the Muslims use even the Hindu, Indian men, whatnot, Hindus to harass me, sexually assault me, so many things. I'm not prepared for this, but I just want to come on this topic that I'm not prepared for to start this right now. Christian women in the Muslim world. Look at the dilemma, right? This is from um, Italian Atlantic Treaty Association website. It is hard to predict what will be of Christian women living in the Muslim world. The fate is linked to the future of both the Christian minority and the status of women therein. Improving education for the whole population can have a crucial role, since in many of these countries, state schools contribute greatly. So I can't even read probably my predicament in many Muslim countries can be very important to halt Christian predicament, right? What could happen to these Christian women? So imagine what could happen to me. Not imagine. And I didn't think of this, but I went on trying to help the Muslims, risking my life, my izzat, my honor. They can left, right. If Imam can hit the Shia Imam, call a rascal. One day I was on my principal's page that I'd made on Facebook. Pakistani man comes and calls me a prostitute in his Urdu language. What have I done? It was night time or whatever time it was. This was a principal I've known, and she gave what we have a past there. I can't now talk about in detail. What do you have to do coming there? A woman going out late can be harassed. Who's going to call the police? Will I now be able to call the police? Maybe the police, behind, undercover, will, they're rejoicing. They would be saying that this is good. Maybe they planned it also against me in an Islamic world. When the Christians are not safe in a Muslim country, what do you expect what they can do? Any limit to harassment, undercover? Another thing which really has weakened my heart, not only my condition from Pakistan, and I'm not able to, I have no confidence. They can even destroy me. Heat problem, uh, control is in their hands, right? Even though Muslim majority, I didn't think about this. I didn't think about my condition, my health. Uh, I should be concentrating, but I thought, okay, if I'm dying, let me die in my passion for truth, seeking truth. And if truth be against my religion, then help myself and help others. I use social media for this. What the Muslims can do against an ex-Muslim woman. They can even use showing that they're ex-Muslims here, like they come here now and use my past, also learning who know about my past, that I just cannot stand uh, men, going coming and flirting and you mine aggression. I can't speak properly. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But do the Muslims care? When the Imam has said, "You rascal, take off this, you're not supposed to a slave girl, slave girl." Shia Imam Muhammad Baqir. My heart is so weak and sorry. Let me see what I can read here. Christian women, protection of women based mistrust regarding their sexuality, widespread domestic violence, rape, and murder. Muslim majority countries vary very greatly in terms of culture, history, even though, right? Sorry, this is the way I'm reading. The economic conditions. We can identify. We can identify several shared patterns with great with regard to women's life. Protection of women, honor based family protection of women based mistrust regarding their sexuality, widespread domestic violence, rape, and murder. In many regions of the Islamic world, female genital mutilation is also prevalently practiced, and so are kidnappings and forced marriages of young women, including prepubescent girls. Including prepubescent girls. Inside the Muslim world, several legal systems are implemented. Some countries' legal system is based solely on Sharia law, i.e., Pakistan, Iran, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia, while other ones, i.e., Egypt, Algeria, and Morocco, have a secular legal system, even though Sharia law applies in personal status issues such as marriage, divorce, inheritance, and child custody. This entails that in many countries, cases relating to personal status, a woman's testimony is worth half of a man's before a court, Sharia court, Sharia. Although many of the verses in the Quran that discuss witnessing do not make any reference to gender, one specific verse, Surah Baqarah, Surah 2, Ayat 282, describes financial transactions and states that two female witnesses are equal to one male witness. Some scholars oversimplify this passage. Oh my God. Sorry, I couldn't put this in my own words, so I have to read it out. So some scholars oversimplifying this passage, and apply patriarchal interpretation, even though believing women suffer in Islam, like Aisha said, and up till this day, this way also. Interpretation that directly harms women, patriarchal interpretation. This Allah has left the room for this kind of interpretation and oversimplifying. It's not the scholar's fault. See what Allah has left open for these people to do, these Muslims and religious scholars. Gender based violence also remains a significant problem, and in several countries, law declares that the husband is the head of the family. If the husband tells the wife, whether, so like for example, I forgot to say this. If a husband tells his wife, I heard this from my father, I haven't read it in Shia Islam or Islam, but this is like by mouth, right? So, how can the father hit the daughter when she's married to the Prophet or anyone, a Muslim woman? a wife of someone, when if the husband, not Allah's messenger, a Muslim husband tells his wife, I don't want you to go to your father's house or talk to your father anymore, or for a month without any reason. I just don't like your father. I don't want you to go. Maybe this is the reason. Then the Islamic law says husband wins over what he tells his wife. The wife has to obey the husband on this. Not that your father is an ex-Muslim or he's not a true Muslim or he's a criminal. No, no. Without any reason also, the husband can tell his wife not to go to your father's house, not to meet your father, not to talk to your father. I don't like your father. Or just, So, not even like, I don't like your father, but just don't talk to your father. She's supposed to obey her husband. Husband takes priority over the father. How has the father taken priority over the husband here? Beating his wife, beating his daughter for this. Recommendation to the one who sees a woman and is attracted to her to go to his wife or say, oh, sorry, not this one, sorry. Uh-huh. Uh, it's this one. Sahih Bukhari, this one, right? Yeah. Abu Bakr, where to put this? Sorry. So this is Sahih al Bukhari, Hadith 6845. Whoever teaches manners to his family or others. So, how can this happen? Narrated Aisha. Abu Bakr came towards. Abu Bakr is the father, was the father of Aisha, right? Came towards me and struck me violently with his fist and said, You have detained the people because of your necklace. But I remained motionless as if I was dead, lest I should awake Allah's messenger, her husband now, right? Although that hit, although that hit was very painful. So the father can hit his daughter, married daughter, teach her manners. But when the husband says, Don't meet your father, although Allah's Messenger didn't say this for Abu Bakr, but for Habiba, not to meet Abu Sufyan. Or when Abu Sufyan came to meet her, she said, Don't sit on the apostles. This is the apostles' rug. You are a polytheist, mushrik, idol worshipper. No respect for the father if he's an idol worshipper. Abu Sufyan's daughter, right? Habiba Ramla. Her name was changed after she became Muslim. So I can't even speak properly. I'm deteriorating at a fast pace. My mind is really, so whatever I can do, I'm doing right now. You have to look at the father now beating the. So what would, like, I would think twice before calling the police here, right? If I go outside and someone harasses me. Already we had these problems in the Muslim world. I know I've lived in Pakistan most of my life. And when I lived in London, although homesick and all this away abroad, I was very happy in the sense that I was very confident, happy in London. No man would. I have the right, I have the freedom, and I have the right to complain against a man who harasses me. We could trust the law in London, right? Police. But for some years now, finding that the police also giving a blind eye to those, their girls in Britain, grooming Pakistani Muslim gangs, terrorists, rapists. And this, so, I mean, so now I'm really tired and they keep coming here and harassing me. I don't think they're ex-Muslims or they're Indian Hindus. They're definitely, I suspect, they're Muslims, Pakistan, Indian Muslims, but mostly Pakistani Muslims. Even the Indian Muslims didn't do what the Pakistani Muslims have done in Britain. At least the Indian Muslims have learned from the Sanatanis. So in the beginning, Indo-Pak and in my childhood, we were before Khomeini came and all this. As we Sunni Shias, we didn't have such a problem. Like they were like we had some traditions from the Sanatan from Sanatan Dharma. That's why we could live in peace, the Muslims, at that time. Earlier on, later on, no. When it became true Islam in Pakistan, we couldn't even say Khuda Hafiz now. It started Allah Hafiz, Allah Hafiz. Khuda is like Persian, Turkish word for God. And they started to tell us about the Bible. They changed that. So changes started to come when becoming Pakistan became an Islamic Republic, right? And terrible. You remember that hadith where Aisha tells Prophet Muhammad that believing women have suffered in this religion more than any other woman. Beaten green, full green, more than her green color. The woman who came to Prophet Muhammad, beaten by her husband. What did Aisha say about that? I'm not showing the hadith, but look at this. The women, Muslim women suffering so much, and I've experienced a little bit, not this mutilation and all. Those, I think, the Bori Muslims mostly, and then they practice this female genital mutilation. Women, Muslim women, often don't have equal nationality and citizenship rights. So, can you imagine what can happen to me? And since I saw what's happening to me, what they're doing to me, even though I'm not well, they have no regard, no humanity, right? What I've heard also, and living in Pakistan, experience these Muslim men. So now I'm too weak. I have to confess. Oh, women often. And what Nuria Khan said about her husband beating her in Dubai when she was living in Dubai, when she called the police said, it's your personal, we can't interfere. Why couldn't they interfere and stop her husband? Because in Islam, it's allowed for the husband to beat his wife. Police wouldn't come. So now more every time I have to think twice, thrice, four times. And so weakened am I. I have chronic fatigue since ages 21, 20 when I was 20 years old. I've been attacked, psychic attacks, some covert narcissist after me. I don't even know who has really been after me. Sometimes I have a dream against this person or another person. Someone's done black magic on me. All these voices coming, got my privacy violated. Still wanting, my passion was to find the truth, and I said, but now I'm weak. I'm more weakened than before. And seeing that's why you see, I put like I brought like I wasn't thinking right, but now you see in my country what will happen to me. when equal nationality and citizenship rights are there's no it's curbed for women, Muslim women, in many countries, including the Islamic Republic of Iran, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Syria, and the United Arab Emirates. They cannot pass on citizenship to their children or non national spouses in the same way as men. Long time ago, I was told if I marry uh, another nationality, I would have to take my husband's nationality and forego my passport, leave my nationality. But a man can marry a foreigner and not forego his nationality. In some Muslim countries, GCC, it's like this, right? Arab Muslim countries. Oh my God. So, how they can harass me left, right, and center for being an ex Muslim, I couldn't imagine until recently when it happened a lot and no one supporting me, no one stopping them. And how could Indian Sanatans or anyone, NGOs, Western people stop this? How could the police not stop it? Stop these Pakistani Muslim gang rapists in the UK? So, what risks I've taken? And driving, I mean, going in taxis and all, Pakistani taxi driver, Afghani taxi, God knows what they'll do to me. Or a Nigerian, African taxi driver. So, one day I went out and the parking thing was not working, and this African taxi driver, I got, sorry, okay, I'll just leave you. No, no, you're not supposed to. He looked at me, sharp eyes. So not being well and then getting into trouble with even an African taxi driver here. What a bad experience, right? Once in a blue moon, I can go out. I'm sitting here struggling with myself. In some Muslim country, and then I get from the Christians on Lubnas that you are doing taqiyya. Or yeah, so that person is a Christian, that lady or someone following has been following Candid with Lubna channel for 12 years, 16 years. 12 specific dress code, 16 years ago. I don't think there was YouTube, was there? Yeah, maybe I forgot. How many years? 25 years has passed since year 2000, what they've done to me. So there are nationalities foregone, gone. You have to give up. If so we're from a certain Islamic country, Arab, if the women marry a foreigner, even a Pakistani Muslim country, we have to forego our nationality. Can I trust the police if I go out? If a taxi driver troubles me, harasses me. Okay, you know, it happens very subtly, like they're looking from the rear, from the mirror back, or they want to talk, or and then of course the very cunning Pakistani men. You know how they do it. Of course, for that I wouldn't want them to be in jail, right? In some Muslim countries, there are also laws that require women to adhere to a specific dress code, mostly wear hijab, headscarf. In Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Sudan, the dress code is mandatory, and violations can lead to violence and or legal prosecutions. But so I have to. So the Greater Middle East lie most of the countries where the life of Christians is the most difficult. Christians continue to flee the Middle East, and oh God, I didn't care for what I didn't think. I mean, I thought, but I said I have to take the risk. My safety, my health. I can't go to the hospital in emergency. Whoever forbid, God forbid that I fall and break my something, hand or foot, brain, or I'll be so scared to go to the hospital. Kidnappings, bombings, individual acts directly linked to against Christians. En masse, my just churches, physical attacks on Christians' homes and jobs, kidnappings, left, right, and okay. Sorry, and it goes on. Sorry, I just so you know what I mean. Look at the. I need help. Thank you for your time and attention. You know the sexual harassment is going on. My privacy. So privacy violated since year 2000 in Karachi. Enforced now here it could be. Can I can I can the Muslim country guarantee that they would not harass me? Discriminated against majority Muslim countries. Christians living in Muslim majority countries are often discriminated against, mostly because they are considered second class citizens. Oh my God, can you imagine? Because this thing starting here, the sexual harassment and all, your voice. So my voice should, so they know what triggers me, my weakness, weak points. They press on that. Pretending to be Indian, sorry, Indian Sanatans, Pakistani men, and even Arab Muslim, giving them the leverage, allowing them, giving them a blind eye. If this happens in the UAE against ex- Emirati, or even like what police will hang them upside down, or how they will be punished, not only taken to jail. I heard, I don't know if it's true, how far it's true,